Recording in progress.
Yeah. Oh, let me push my got it.
Yep. My
consent. There we go. We got to do our consent buttons.
Oh,
We're
shit.
It's okay. We're gonna.
I don't think I'm on the right microphone.
Oh, and then I have to pin, and then we have to pin you and me. And
yeah, so I always like saying hi to Chris first. I like everyone to know that we are hanging out with Chris.
With a live person.
With a live
Chris
person.
is over there.
I'm testing the mic. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
We can hear you. Oh my gosh.
Oh man. It's so embarrassing.
My biggest regret of this week is that I don't get to go with you to Outsider Fest.
God, I know.
Who let me miss the memo on how great that is going to be? You have so much good news, Erica. I think you should share some of that before we begin.
Well, yeah, I mean, Outsider Festival is like my favorite time of the year. It's this amazing arts festival that's all queer, and people come from all over. We've had people from like Australia. Oh my gosh, what was that art? Ugh, it's embarrassing because literally, like, I have learned so much, and it's affected my work, really. I mean, Castles, who lives in LA, is a trans artist that does all this like crazy fitness stuff, like being in a one of those fire retardant outfits that like you can just like be on fire. And then yeah, it's insane. Like this video of him, and then he has this installation video where he's around all these cars and they're like spotlighting him, and then he's like throwing his body physically, and like I can't remember. It's just insanely physical, like very interesting. Obviously I'm interested in this, but also like that amount of self-control is wild. So yeah, I've been mind blown many times there. And it's also really great because there's generations of queers, and there's always like someone's like when you're like a review of sorts, like when an artist has been working for a long time and they show the world all their work. Yay, Charlie is here.
Charlie! Wait for the audio. Charlie, welcome. We are recording. Everybody say hi. Yay. Charlie.
I knew you would make it.
You're on mute. We were just letting Erica talk about Outsider Fest.
Yeah, so it's just an amazing festival, and they even have a discount right now for $49. And I know even that sounds like a lot, but with all the artists coming, I mean, that price is extremely amazing. I mean, obviously they have some grants that are helping them, because otherwise it'd be impossible. But anyway, it's happening starting Wednesday with Shaboom, and with Silky and Paul that are coming, and Lex, who were big deals. And then Kati's thing on Thursday, but it's like jam-packed. Like it's the kind of thing you feel kind of nauseous because you're so overloaded with art. You got
a lot of art,
drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and spotlight us. But yeah, and we have a workout that I was really hoping Rocky would be able to come with me. It'll be at Museum of Human Achievement.
Oh, such a good opportunity. So proud of you. So proud of you. I've learned my lesson. Never let it happen again.
I always make sure I'm in town for Outsider. I gotta say, it's just it's like a reunion of queers in multiple generations, and it feels like family. And I don't think it takes long for it to feel like family either. So.
And that's Class Transitions tip of the week. Hi, I'm Rocky. My pronouns are he and his, and I'm helping this awesome human here with this Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Central Class Transitions workout. This is Erica Nix over here. Hey, Erica.
Hi, y'all. Oh, hi. Yeah, and Charlie and Chris have joined us. It's so exciting. Oh, hey, I don't know which way you are in the recording. Oh,
up above us, or
hi. I think it's side to side. It's one of the sides for sure.
It's our backup crew. They're just always here holding it down.
Well, let's get started. I feel like I've been talking your ears off. How annoying.
Congrats on everything. We're proud.
Oh, thank you. Well, I am really excited to be a part of it. So I tried to do like a quick mix up. Of course, the songs are so short on this website that How does this sound?
That's
Like
good to
mix
me.
wise? Can you hear my voice and the music?
I can hear your voice and the music. Sounds good to me. I think
Your
I see thumbs up from the folks.
So your mic is a little bit quiet to me.
Is it? Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and lower the music.
Yeah, I can put it closer here. I never tested this. Hi, y'all. Hi. Oh, we're testing the microphones now.
That's better.
Quality.
That's better.
I actually have a little more I can give. Hi. Hello. Welcome in.
Oh, we can hear ya. Okay. So we're just gonna get into those hips first, right? Push them around. You can add some arms if you like. Go slow as you like. Then maybe speed it up. Yes, yes. Ooh. Big circle. Other way. Big arms. Like a big plie in there. You're like, breathe that. Pull side to side. Try to keep your rib cage still, or your rib cage moving while your hips remain still. No big deal if that's not accessible. It's just kind of fun to play with. It was very big in the 90s, I feel like, to warm up this way.
Yes,
or 80s,
it was.
85, who knows, 80, 88.
Love that.
I'm going to say that. All right, roll out those shoulders. Yes. Yes. Bigger, here we go. Yeah. Yeah. All right, just want you to shake it out. Wherever you need it, wherever you need it. Cool. All right. So I'm going to lead us into some strength stuff. And then Rocky is going to take the last, I don't know, we didn't even talk about Rocky. You want to take the last 15 minutes or what do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I got
good?
I got some power time at the last 15. Let's do it.
All right. Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and just start some little squats, right? They're going to squeeze it down, squeeze it up. I like to have my toes and my knees. I like to keep it a little shallow, about hip width apart. And when I'm facing front with these, it's using a little bit more of my inner thighs and my pelvic floor. So I usually do a lot of these. If it's too hard on your knees, then you'll want to open it up. And as you can see, Rocky is using a chair to assist, which is just fabulous. So you can squeeze it up here. If that's better for you, that's amazing. Okay, nice. So we warmed it up. Now kick it back. Beautiful. All right, I want us to go into some lunges. We're just gonna hold it. So you can make this long if that's more supportive for you. You can bring it here and hover. You're just gonna hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. You ready? Other side. And bring it down and hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you notice, I'm not letting that knee go over my toe. Another way, I mean, everyone's foot is different, right? But the idea of that is that you're not putting any weight on your toes. It's all centered here and in your front heel. Okay, that's in the front leg. Great, so you're gonna kick it back. Oh yeah. Nice. Then we're gonna warm up those pecs. So even if you're like ready to go, I want you to do this on your knees or do a negative push-up. So I'll go ahead if Rocky, if you want to show a modified push-up on your knees or on the chair, whichever, and I'll show a negative push-up.
I can do that.
So a negative push-up is essentially just going down instead of pushing up. So you'll have to kind of work yourself back up. I like to do it in kind of a flow situation into a downward dog. You're just going to do 5 of those. You can also do a negative push-up on your knees, right? Beautiful. Bring it down to my knees. And last one. How'd that feel?
Oh, I like it. It makes my triceps feel very engaged.
Oh, good. I feel like I'm spending a lot of time in the back and I don't have as much light in the back.
Ooh, I could see you in the back. Ooh.
How about that now?
Oh yeah, you're beaming.
I'm beaming. Okay, great. So now we're gonna do what they call a cat plank.
Oh.
So you're gonna be in a plank position. It's actually kind of hard for me to do in this room, because I have in drapes over here. But basically, you're in a normal plank position, and then you're gonna walk your hands out and let your back kind of curve up. So it's not quite as much in your abs. You're doing a little bit more in your arm work.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Just sit back on those feet.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
You liked it?
I like that. Yes.
All right. Yeah, staying on my heels feels good. Okay, so we're gonna start from the beginning. If you have any weights around, or if you want to do a power on the squat, you can jump up. I'm just gonna show you how you can escalate things to be a little bit harder. So squat, jump it up, right? Or if we're going for more strength, if you have a weight or even a book, you can just add a weight. So go ahead.
This music is wild.
I know, right? Some circus for you. A little circus time.
Epidemic sound. Thank you.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
All right, go ahead. Squeeze it up.
I feel like I'm in a Simpsons episode.
All right, great job. This is the mix up where I mixed up some stuff that I thought was fun, and it's very fun, wouldn't you say?
I would agree. I think that you are the greatest DJ that, like, you are literally like unsung hero of our time. I love these mixes.
Well, this is the first one that they're all messy. But a lot of times I end up having the same band, like 10 songs and it switches. So I did try to mix that up a little bit more today. Okay, so now we're gonna go back into those lunges, but we're gonna count it down from 5. Now we're holding for 10. You ready?
Ready.
So find your good hover place and hover. And bring it up. Beautiful. I'm just like counting in my head and the music's different every time. So this is the opposite of perfectionism. So switch legs and hover. and 10. Beautiful job. Okay,
Yeah.
so now we're going to do 10 push-ups and we're building. So feel free to go crazy. I did kind of do this thing earlier today. So hopefully I can even do it with you because I'm showing you how to do it. So I'll start with 2 negative push-ups.
Okay.
How about that? I'm going to start with 2 negative push-ups. Rocky's going to do his own modifications. So again, that's maybe step 1. Step 2 would be a negative push-up on my feet.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay.
So that's already 4. Don't worry, I'm not making you do all of them and then 10. And then on your knees, pushing up and down. That's 6. And if you want to escalate it more, up on your nice broad platform. Got 2 more to go. Last one. Oh, yeah. I definitely had to touch down to the floor there. Woo! That's the thing with push-ups. If you don't use it, you lose it. It used to be a lot easier for me, but it won't take much time for me to build it back up either. So I'm not worried about it.
That's why I like to do push-ups so much in our workouts, because I feel like they're the thing I struggle the most with sometimes.
Yeah. It's hard to try to do the things that you're struggling with, but typically that's the best place to grow, right?
Yeah.
All right. You ready for one more round?
Ooh, I think we can do another round. Everybody good? Thumbs up if we're good. I think we're gonna see a head nod, a thumbs up. We're good. Let's do it.
Excellent. Okay, you can go ahead and add your weight. I'm gonna jump, so I'll probably be done before, but maybe not. Just do it at your own place 10 times and start when you're ready. Nice. And kick it back. Add some arms. Make it a party. Woo! All right, you ready to hover?
Oh, yeah.
This time, we're going to go for 20. So we doubled up.
Okay.
All right, make sure you have a nice firm stance. Weight in the middle and your heel. Thumb on that toe in the back, but not ever in the front. And hold on. Nice, switch sides.
Yeah.
Great job, everybody. This is my favorite song. Chris knows that. All right, bringing it down.
What did I do? This side. Okay.
And hovering. I like to put my arms above my head, but
I feel like I did this side already.
I hate when that happens.
It's like, what? Where am I?
Well, we're doing the second one.
What planet? What planet is this?
It doesn't matter because you're done.
Hey! Yay!
Yes.
Good job.
Yes. That's why I try to go.
The
I try
planet.
to turn my whole body so I don't forget because I will. I will. Kicking it back. Oh, y'all. I love this song. Let's just give a little cha-cha time. Yes. Ooh. Other side. Front and back. Reach. Yes. Hut, hut. You're gonna half time it. Reach. Hip. Hip it out. Double hip. Cha-cha. 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 Other way. Again. Again. Front. Back. Front. Back. Front. Back. Front. Reach it up. Here we go. And front. Hip, hip. Yes, yes, yes. Double hip, double. One more time, cha-cha. Oh, we're done. Okay.
Oh,
That's what I call spontaneous dancing when the
Wow.
right song comes on.
that's good heat. That's good heat. Bring it all
Good
in, bring it
heat.
all in, bring it all in.
Yes. All right, we're gonna do 10 more push-ups, and then we're gonna end with another cat plank. I think we only did one of those, but that's okay. It's a new one for me. I don't even know if I like it, to be honest. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna show all the steps of the way because honestly, that's where I'm at today. So I'm gonna bring it down to my knees and then slowly negative push up down. Beautiful. And back here. Nice. Now on my feet, negative push up. Beautiful. And again. Woo, those negative push-ups will get you, I promise.
Ooh, that's true.
Now we're gonna push up and down from your knees for 2. Oh yeah. Beautiful job. Now, if you're ready, I'm gonna go to the wider platform with my legs because that makes it a little bit easier. Ooh, that's hard. I need to have 4 of these actually.
I'm popping and cracking.
Woo! Did you do it?
I did it.
Nice.
I feel it. Whoa,
Feel.
yeah.
Back bend if you like.
Ooh.
Just sit on those feet.
That hurts my wrists more than anything.
The push-ups.
Yeah.
Well, if you have dumbbells, you can always do a bench press, like laying on a bed or a Bosu. And also Rocky has shown us like wall push-ups and things like that are sure, like they're like modifications that might feel easy at first, but the more you do them, like the more sets and reps, the more work it'll be, you know?
Yeah, what was that? Was that 40 push-ups or something? Or was that 30?
Just
Over the
now,
whole-
it
like
was
the whole thing.
25.
25. Yeah, that's a lot of push-ups on the wrist. So it would make sense that you start feeling it.
One thing that helps for some people, oh my God, I have a hair in my mouth always, is to kind of claw the floor and like put some of that pressure. Kind of hard to see how it goes, but I kind of like, I'm not clawing it, but I'm putting more tension on my fingers. And so it takes a little bit away from the wrist. And then some people like to do it using dumbbells or punching into the ground like this, which I find to be pretty hardcore. But, you know, if you're doing it on maybe you could do that on your knees with some dumbbells, or the negative push-up instead, whatever will make you basically your body lift less weight, right? Should be less weight on your wrist. Okay, y'all. So I would say if that's already hurting you, to skip this weird plank, the cat's plank, and do dead bug on your back, Charlie.
Okay.
So you can just push that lower back into the ground. And you do opposite arm, opposite leg, or you could do a plank on your elbows, whichever one feels good to you.
I'll try the elbow one.
Yeah, go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and do this weird. There's another thing to do, you know. Bring that belly button up to your spine still. And done. There's really just supposed to be like 20 seconds, but I don't know. I feel like we should try longer.
Yeah, that was I feel like when you do the arch, it makes the lower belly come in a little bit more, the deep core come in. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I find that I think it might be because my deltoids are more developed than a lot of my other muscles, but I find like it kind of puts less pressure on my core. So I don't really know if I like it because I don't know if I'm doing as much work where I want to be.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a new exercise. I might need to cap it, figure it out. I might be doing something not quite right. So you can let me know how you feel about it as well. All right. Oh, hi. Jessica is here in a green room. Is that your new house? Green screen.
New house?
This is so weird. I'm like not seeing anybody else.
Oh, because we're spotlighted, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Oh.
Sorry, DMCA. Just kidding.
I can unspotlight us for a second if you want. Or we can just talk about a day of class. How about that? All right. So it's 7:06.
Yeah.
And I can still push us through a couple more things if you want, Rocky, but I know you had some things planned. So how are you feeling?
Oh, I thought we could just do a couple of little combos and then you know, if you want to add some more, that's good. But I was just gonna add a few combos. That's it.
Perfect. Let's see those
I was enjoying the circuit of it all, but if we can add a couple of combo circuits, that'd be cool. I have 2 ideas.
Great.
Okay, great. So the first one is we'll stay on the ground and we'll stay in all fours, kind of like we're crawling like a little baby. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to do a box step, but on our hands and knees. So if I lift my knees off the ground into bear, then I step one hand to the side, one leg to the side, so on and so forth, followed by the other. Step one back, right? And I'm just moving myself in a box pattern. And once I get to the final box step, then I spread out back to my plank, hike up, and stand. That's what we're doing. We're gonna set a timer for 3 minutes, and you're just gonna explore that combo that you can do at home. Okay, does everybody understand? I hope so. Okay.
You're going around the square both directions?
No, just go around one time, one box, just one box, one direction, and then scooch it on up.
All right. For 3 minutes.
3. Yeah, let's say 3. I said 3, didn't I? Yeah, let's do that.
That's what you said.
Let's go. All right, everybody. Most important thing, pay attention to your core. If you have that little bit of issue right now with the arms and legs, go to dead bug. You're doing the same thing, just upside down. Here we go. Let's go. I'll show you upside down version as well. How you get in your box formation depends on your skeleton. What's comfortable to you as a quadruped? What's comfortable to you as a little bear? And when you get into that nice, long, lanky plank, pull that core all the way in, all around, bend the knees, walk the hands back, bend the knees deeply, almost like you want to sit into a really, really deep squat. Push those, drive those heels down, then stand all the way up. All right. When you get back in the position, you can start from a crawling position. I'll show you the upside down position. Doesn't matter. Does not matter how many of these you do. It's all about form and function. Here's your upside down. I'm making a box pattern. I'm squeezing my arms and legs and my core. I might even lift my hips off the ground and my shoulders. I'm making a box pattern. This still has a little bit of energy in it. You can hold these with your core really compacted, compressed. And then out to a plank, push-up position, and then stand up. It's an up-down motion. It's really about adding a little bit of heartbeat to your strength. Set yourself up for success with a nice wide base, nice wide hands. I can use my punching method that Erica mentioned to protect my wrist integrity. I can do that. Not everyone feels good on that. I can also use something like a yoga block on the arm that hurts. And step like this. There you go. You're almost done, I bet. Your arms, your quads, your core, a little bit of that back line around your spine. That should be burning you a little bit. Take your time. Breathe, grab water if you need. 3 minutes is a long time. Let's pretend that I'm the one keeping time.
Ugh. I'm not sure that I understand that I'm moving in the right way, but I'm definitely working.
Let me see.
All right. Well, that's 3
Everybody
minutes.
else can take a break. Everybody else can take a break. Let
So
me
I'm
see.
coming here, doing
Yeah.
a box,
Yeah,
and then I'm bringing out my legs to a plank.
that's
and then
right.
I'm walking it up.
That's right.
Something like that.
That was it.
All right.
That's it. Good job.
That's 3 minutes.
That's 3 minutes. Congratulations, everyone. This is a nice long break for you. Examine what that did for your body. Where are you feeling those cricks, those cracks? This is a good time to stretch those, check in with those, self-massage those, acknowledging to the body that you do feel the discomfort. You understand it. You'll work differently next time. We promise, body. We have one more combo. That I think we can try. It's a balance combo, so we'll need to be standing, and we can do kind of like a very wide. They call it goddess squat, where it's like sumo, but your toes are turned way out. Your knees go kind of way out to the side, almost going over your pinky toe, not your big toe. You're really trying to widen the knees out before you hinge at the hips and sit down and back. So when you're in this position, it starts to really turn on the quads. So really root yourself through your heels and kind of like, shimmy in and out of it, kind of introduce load into the system, and then stand up. The knees will crack a little bit and creak, and that'll tell you kind of, okay, these are my safe zones. And then I want you to try to set up in holding this position. So the combo move is like this. Okay, we're in our goddess squat, or our big, very wide squat. And we have an overhead ball. We're holding the ball above our head. We're trying not to let our core fall too far forward. And we're not trying to suck it all the way in where we cut off the blood going all up and down our bodies and the big vessels. So hinge those hips like you're about to sit on a little tiny stool. Sit that chest up nice and tall. Yes, I know that the quads, while I'm explaining, are burning. This is part of the exercise. You'll have to just trust me and go in and out of this as your body allows, but Start to introduce longer and longer intervals so that you can kind of hold here. Sit up nice and tall. Drive your body's energy through the heels, bring the toes really up and fan them out, and let the whole lower body catch on fire. Like everything just starts to help, starts to work together. Then you grab that ball, you hold it up above your head. So what we're doing here is we're squatting small squats, sitting down, up, but you're not standing all the way up unless you need a break. So you're staying here, holding this ball, down, up, and then over time, you'll lift one side and you'll go 5 times with one heel off the ground and one heel driving through. You'll drop that heel, you go 5 times the other side, lift that heel. And once you've done that, you'll try to lift both heels up, stay in this balance, hold the ball, 5 here. Then you'll drive the heels down, toes up. You'll come into a small position, drop one knee down, drop the other knee down, and sit. That's the whole motion. I'm gonna walk you through it again when we start our timer. But
So,
that's what we're
Rocky,
doing. Huh?
How do I get down to the floor again?
Oh yeah, you just bring your hands, so you go from goddess squat position, you'll be standing up, bring the feet together a little bit, and then just go down to like a kind of a lunge, and then the other side.
Okay.
And sit. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
And just to remember, I'm going to try all this stuff, but I mean, Rocky will probably say anyway, but on the double up or whatever, you can always just stay on one side or just stay in plie whenever you want, right?
That's right. You choose your own destiny here, but you have some options in the squat part.
I love the combo.
Oh yeah, here we go. That's a combo there. We'll do this one for another 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Excellent.
You don't want to do 3 minutes, Rocky.
Well, we did a very long training. I want to be very kind so these folks come back to Class Transitions Thursdays at 6:30.
All right, let's go.
All right, nice wide stance, wider than you might think. And your toes pointing all the way out to each sun. And then you just drop on down. You hold that there. Sit up nice and tall. Don't forget, when you're standing up, the glutes squeeze to help you lift. And when you're going down into this, relax, hinge the hips. Hold that ball nice and tall and give me some pump. Give me some small squeezes, 1/2 inch even. You don't want to do too much wrenching on the knees. You want to stay right there, toes up, shoulders down, holding that ball above your head. And then go ahead and drive one heel up towards the sky, pressing the toes into the earth. That'll turn on the burn on that one side. You can drop down as soon as you feel that activate. Move to the other side. Ha. If you laugh it off, it releases a hell of a lot of heat from the body. And I recommend it, especially if you have heat in the thighs. I'm going to both soon. And I take a moment for my balance, especially when I'm tired. This is when the glutes really help me, because now my quads they're tired. So my glutes really have to do their job. Hinge and squeeze. Hinge, squeeze. Drive both heels down. Bring those knees slightly closer together, toes facing forward. Drop down to one knee. Drop down to the other. Relax down. Oh, was that 2 minutes, or do we have another round?
We have 30 more seconds. Let's do another round.
Get back up here. Go the opposite direction that you just sat down. I recommend trying whichever one you thought was the most effective for you for the next 20 seconds. I personally like both heels up. So I'm going to try to balance that for 20 seconds. Ooh. Going slow and driving the toes in. Imagine your little toes are fans that are spread all around, and you are so deeply rooted that you're pretty balanced. Squeeze the ball above your head, pick up the core a little bit, squeeze the glutes on the top. Relax down. Good job. And as soon as you felt that, you can go back to your kneeling position, and you can take those oohs and ahs. Take these relaxing reclines back for the oohs and ahs on the quads. Ahs. Oohs. A lot of times doing this particular move is a lot. I get that. So your other oohs and ahs moment is laying down on your side, grabbing the front of your ankle and doing your quads this way. If you bring them down to the ground and pull, this is also pretty lovely. I caution you to not squeeze your quad when you're stretching. Try to relax the quad and rather squeeze your hamstring. Or engage your glute so that your hips shifts forward. These are ways to get more stretch out of that quad without wrenching on your foot there. And don't forget to switch. I'm going to give you a nice, delicious, long, beautiful stretching today. Stretching of larger than 30-second intervals can really start to activate these extra stretch receptors. When you start to get into the minutes, the 2 minutes, yin yoga type stuff, you really start to notice that it's important to stretch evenly. Because if you stretch for 14 minutes on one side and then you try to walk around, you'll feel like Gumby. Does everyone remember Gumby? But only on one side. Switching is great around this time if you're doing unilateral stretching, or you can follow Erica's great example right now of the kind of stretch I really love, which is trying to open up the chest to the sky and the quads after a long cycle. Ooh. Something you may not have tried before is grabbing the ankle with the other hand and kind of crossing it around so that your foot is almost touching the back of the other leg. If you rock your body back and forth in this position, especially if you lay down, it gets pretty intense on the inside of the quad and kind of into some of your hip adductors. Some of your lower back might come in to the stretch. So I encourage movement in these, rolling side to side, trying different holds on your different fulcrum points, you know. Oh. Sometimes you just get in that one spot where your brain is like, yep, go ahead and hang out there for a little extra time before we end. Maybe 3 more breaths. Full deep breaths that fill up your whole front body, your whole back body. So Erica gave us this really awesome exercise that gets our deep front line activated, like we're doing kind of one of these, the cat position. So we need to do opposites on that. So the first thing we're gonna do is kind of draw our bodies like we're army crawling, so that we're pulling ourselves like the middle of our body is being pulled. So the feet are going away from the top of the head, and you're stacking one hand on top of each other, so that when you lay your forehead down, you almost give yourself like a really nice stretch out, like you're stretching your lower back. I like to use my elbows to kind of continue to army crawl and pull my body and my rib cage along the floor, and then press the top of my forehead into these hands just to like breathe into the ground and relax. And once I have that length, then I feel my quads really relax into the ground as well. So I start to feel my quads and the front of my hips get a little bit of a stretch too, just by me slowly dragging my front top body with my elbows. And elongate the neck. Don't let it get bunched up next to your shoulders, and kind of breathe out and drop the shoulders away from the ears. Once you feel like you're pretty elongated, like a nice long noodle, you can bend one knee and flex that foot, and just bend and flex the foot, and then bend the other knee and bend and flex the feet, Still pulling the top half of the body away from the lower back. And gently start swaying the feet left and right. Relax your ankles, just swaying the feet left and right, still resting the forehead on your hand. Your low back and kind of the back of the hips will start giving you some signals. Maybe they say, ooh, that's a good spot. Stop and then just wiggle the feet like you're kind of running away in a tiny castle. Just like tiny running sensation wiggles. When you get to a spot that feels like a good stretch, just give it a little gyration, a little wiggling. Good, and now you'll bring your feet back to the ground and start to work yourself up to your child's pose, which means your body will slowly start to widen the knees. Like the army crawl is happening, but only on the lower part of your body while you're stabilizing on your elbows here. Start to bring the knees up towards the hips and then start to sit the hips back towards your ankles. The wider, the better when you first start. Really kind of feel the different ways that your body might have your heels touch your hips. If you can't touch your heels to your hips, that's not abnormal. My heels are not touching my hips, but I'm still getting a pretty incredible like read on my own hips. So I can feel where it needs a little bit of stretch, where my low back needs a stretch. I'm doing those cat-cow motions, but now instead of arching the back, I'm really swaying the back and sitting my hips back towards my heels, using my elbows as a kind of a forcing, kind of a pushing motion on the ground. I don't have to force myself into a really difficult or uncomfortable position, but rather use this as a tool to explore like how flexible my hips are feeling today. If my knees start to hurt, I'm sitting over on my hip instead, sitting on my bum. And I'm just here with my heels on the ground and just going back and forth like this. We don't have to bend our knees to excess anymore if that's not serving us. There's opposite motions that you can always employ when your knees or your joints start to speak to you. But if you are in this one and you're still in this deep hip sit, I encourage you to try to get those knees super wide and bring those big toes together. And then go ahead and sit up again. So you started with your knees together and you were sitting like this and it gave you a lot of stretch through here. Now you've worked your way into a child's pose and then you can sit all the way up. Maybe you can't even sit all the way up right now. Maybe you're halfway. That's fine. From here, you're swaying the hips forward and back, swaying forward and back, and then walking your hands around in a circle. Don't forget to breathe, kind of start feeling that cool down happen. The body will still feel warm at the head, at the core. Just keep walking your hands. It's a time check, Erica.
Sorry, I'm so relaxed.
Oh, that's great to hear.
7:27.
Oh, lovely. That's excellent.
Yeah, we did a whole thing.
We did a whole thing again, like it was magic. We're so happy to see everyone. And as we're coming out of this initial stretch, I invite you to go back to your kneeling position or seated in a cross-legged seat or any position that you feel like hasn't had any attention today that you'd love to have attention. Some places I recommend, kind of reaching over and grabbing the opposite ear and then taking the elbow over to the side to open up your rib cage and the side body. These are great ways. And also continuing your rotation movements, which will help calm the body, continue it to stay calm, and then doing things like cooling the body down by showering or drinking water. And starting to enter your bedtime routine should be pretty easy if you continue to do twisting motions activating your vagus nerve, and helping you feel a little bit more rested after a really hard day of working out. But most importantly, proud of you. Good job today. Any questions? Good time for that. And say goodbye first for me and Erica, I think. Right? Gotta say goodbye.
Yeah, I put y'all all on camera, but most of you could just see your rooms or your hands. Everyone say bye to YouTube.
Goodbye, YouTube. Bye.
This one might actually, because we used non-copyrighted music, we've had some organic views. I mean, not like 1 million, but people, it's when you add in the copyrighted music, YouTube kind of hides you, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people know us on YouTube. People know us. That's all we're saying. So like and subscribe if you want to be part of the cool club.
I'm really good at talking this up. Love you.